Hello everyone, we have a very special video tonight. This is an unboxing of our very first submission to Beckett Grading Services for some of the basketball cards that we had in our collection. The cards were sent about a week before mandatory lockdowns began for COVID, so the turnaround time was quite delayed. It took about 4 months for the cards to come back to us. But as you can see, the cards are from Beckett. The box is sealed. We have not opened this, and we're very excited to see what kind of grades we got. With that being said, I know that some of the cards will not get stellar scores because I sent some cards in that were not in the greatest condition, but I just wanted to see how strict the grading was, and so we'll see what we have. Really excited. Alright, here we go. So we sent in about 24 cards. Some of them will have all the subgrades. Some of them will not. But let's see how this comes. So, some paper packaging as expected. Quite a bit of paper packaging. I think I see them. Okay. Okay, they come in a nice big block. Let's find the opening for this. So the cards are going to be ranging from a number of years, from the mid-90s all the way up to the most recent 18-19 season. A lot of the 19-20 cards have not come out yet. Let's see. A lot of bubble wrap. Ooh, nice. Okay, here we go. Okay. So, I guess we'll just start with the right column. It doesn't seem like they're in any particular order. Let's get rid of these rubber bands. Oh, a little sneak peek there. Okay. So, what do we have here first? Some little flyers. 98, 99, Kobe SPX. I thought that this card was in pretty good condition. And it seems like they do clean the card for you, which is pretty nice. The card does look pretty clean. I expected this type of grading for this card. As you can see, an ungraded card in terms of the subgrades. We'll put the 9s over here. Okay, here's one of my Jason Tatum autographs. It's got a 9, a little bit disappointing that it's a 9, but it has a few 9.5s. Autographs a 9. Not exactly sure how they grade the autographs. Pretty subjective, but still a pretty sweet card, regardless. Okay. There, I'll cover up the card so we don't cheat. Oh, okay. I very much expected this card not to get a good grade. This is a triple jersey, Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, from 09 to 10. This is more of just a personal card for me to keep. I don't ever plan to sell this. It's 95 out of 125. Just something cool to have, but it's unfortunate that it got a 6. We'll put the 6s down here. Okay. So this card is interesting because it's a 98 hard court. It's actually wood. I don't know if you can see that, but the card itself is real wood. And so I was wondering, as you can see, the edges are pretty worn, but I didn't know if this is how the card came initially. And so I also expected this card not to get a stellar score, but I just wanted to see if it potentially would get a higher grade. 6.5. So we'll do 6s over here. Okay. I think this is a pretty cool card. An orange prism, icebreaker, jersey, LeBron, 1920. Okay, 8.5. I sent a number of these. Okay, cool. I'll go over here. Oh, ooh. Here's one of the other ones I sent. Interesting to see. This is a 9.5. I wonder if there's any noticeable difference. I can't really tell. They definitely do a good job of cleaning the card though. The card looks very clean. Once again, I think grading is pretty subjective since it's performed by a professional grader, but I'm not really sure what criteria they use, which is why I sent so many of these cards. But that's cool, 9.5, that's pretty sweet. Oh, that's cool. 97 SPX Kobe. They really do a very good job of cleaning the hologram. Hope you can appreciate that. 9.5. I'm very happy about this. That's very nice. I like these cards. I remember picking them up when I was younger. I just like the die punch, the X. I thought that was very cool, which is why I bought it. That's very cool. 9.5. Excellent. Another version of the SPX, not a die cut in the X. This is a silver. There's bronze, silver, and gold versions of this card. This is an 8.5. Not bad. I think the edges were a little bit worn on this card, but overall I thought that was a pretty clean card. Classic Kobe. Yeah, I can see the edges here. Okay. Classic Michael Jordan card. Hall of Use, H1. Alright, 9. Not bad. I thought they would get a little bit of a higher score, but I'll take a 9. The hologram is awesome. The Last Dance really just made Jordan cards so popular. I'm excited to send a few cards to PSA. We'll make another video when we get those cards back. Okay, someone who I think has a lot of promise in the league, a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Prism Blue. And you can see the hollow. 8.5. Okay. I thought this would get a higher score. I think these cards are hard to judge. I think it's centered fairly well left to right, but I don't know about top to bottom. So I don't know if centering is an issue. But obviously based on the 8.5, it's more than just the centering that's a problem. But still a nice looking card. 119 out of 199. I think that he has a bright future in the NBA. Hopefully the NBA bubble does well. Scottie Pippen rookie. Interestingly, in this card on the back, his name is spelled incorrectly. Okay, an 8. I got this card as a raffle when I was a very young child. And I finally sent it in for submission. Classic. Fleer. 88, 89. Okay. Another card that I knew would be on the lower side. I knew it would probably not get a 9 because the corners were a little bit banged up, but still a cool card. Kobe LeBron, winning combos. Unfortunately, I had a hiatus in my card collecting, and it was right around when LeBron came out, and so I think I missed out on a lot of his cards. Okay, oh, here's another one of the hard courts. So once again, this one's a 7.5 instead of a 6.5. I wonder if there's something obvious. I would say if anything, the wood on the bottom or the edge on the bottom is not as badly worn in the 7.5, but there is still wear on the edges. So I have to wonder if these cards, to get a 9, you have to have a card that's made of real wood and have it be absolutely perfect. That seems like that would be hard to have. But both numbered, so once again, in my personal collection, I'll probably never sell those. Ooh, yes. We were waiting for this card. Bought a box of this, 2000-2014 Panini Elite. It was one of the only Giannis rookie year boxes that we could find, and this was pulled. Too bad that we don't have a video of that box opening. That would have been awesome. Interesting. Oh, there's the autograph score. Okay, I was going to say. Okay, a 9. But I expected this card to get a high score or a high grade, since it was sent straight out of the pack essentially. But we were very excited when this card got pulled. 271 out of 299, jersey and rookie combo. Autograph is centered. I assume that the smudge may have attributed to the autograph getting a 9 instead of a 10. But very cool. Very cool that it got a 9.5 overall. I'm surprised that they didn't include the sub-scores. I forget if I sent this for the sub-scores. I guess I didn't. Interestingly, if you send it and they don't get the sub-scores, or you send it not to have the sub-scores, if it gets a 10, they will include the sub-scores for you. So I guess I expected that to be as close to a 10, but I'll still take a 9.5 anytime. So Jason Tatum, rookie autograph, Mosaic Prism. Okay, 8.5, 9 autograph. So it says Surface 8. I guess there are some scratches, although I can't tell now because it's in the case. The centering is definitely off a little bit wider on the left than the right. Centering is a 9, edges are 9.5, surface is an 8. I can't really appreciate the corner. I guess the corners in the back are a little bit, yes. The corners in the back are a little bit more worn. However, 33 out of 99. Okay. Cool. I was also waiting for this card. I think this card looks excellent. LeBron's quote-unquote rookie Lakers card from Donruss Optic, the hollow version. I think this is just a really nice looking card. I like the way he's shooting the ball. And you can see the bench players behind him just staring at him. 9, okay. So corners got me on this card. Where? I felt that this card was in pretty good condition. To be honest, I can't really tell. But a 9, that's good. I think that's still pretty good. Ooh, yes. Excellent. Kobe base rookie, tops, 9.5. Surface got a 9. I can't tell because they clean it so well. I bought this card at a card shop when I recently started collecting cards again. I think for about $5 to $10 is how much I paid for this card. But unfortunately, with Kobe's passing, his card values have skyrocketed. But I'm going to hold on to this one for a bit, just because it's centered so well, and I really like Kobe. Very cool, 9.5. Yeah, let's move on. Okay, what's next? Oh, the purple version. So I have a lot of these LeBron 18-19 optics just because I think it's a cool looking card, but this is the purple version. I wish he was wearing an away jersey almost, but I thought this card is cool because it's purple and, you know, obviously purple and gold for Lakers. A 9. It's cool, pretty sweet looking card still. Okay. Unfortunately not numbered, but there's so many parallels now. I have a few Kobe ones that I'll send to PSA also. Hyper Pink Prism, 9.5. That's also very exciting. I'm not necessarily a fan of the hyper pink look. I much prefer the cleaner, just standard hologram. But I do think a lot of people like this look. But the hyper pinks are more rare in my opinion, since they were only in the retail boxes. But 9.5, that's cool. Getting a decent number of 9s and 9.5s. A little more than I expected actually. Kind of bummed about the Jason Tatum. Very nice. Base, Luka Doncic. Optic, 9.5. Rated rookie. This is kind of the card, not this card specifically, but the parallels of this card that really caused the 18-19 Optic boxes prices to skyrocket. Initially, the baseball card, the owner of the baseball card shop that I go to told me that the boxes were having trouble selling when they first came out. And then people started to go after the parallels of this card, the hollow, the blue hollow, the hyper pink. And then Luka just started tearing it up. And now this card is, this card is cool because it has important role in the cost or the reasoning why I think a lot of cards are going up in value, especially the Donruss Optic brand in particular. Very nice, 9.5. Too bad it's not a hollow, but I accept. So I sent in 3 of these in total, so I got, the other one? A 9.5, and what was it? And an 8.5? Must be. Yeah, it's on the bottom. Sorry, everyone. Okay. So a 9.5, 8.5, and a 9.5. Very nice. One of these is actually my brother's. I got him one for his birthday. So he will get a 9.5 LeBron Sensational Swatches. Happy birthday, brother. I think that's one of the cool things about this hobby. You can do it remotely. You can do it with your family. And there's just a lot of, especially if you're a basketball fan, obviously, there's just a lot of excitement and enjoyment that you can get from simply looking at a few numbers. But in general, I just like the look of a lot of these cards, which is why I bought them. Okay, another combination materials type card of Kobe and LeBron. Luckily, I got all of these cards before prices really went crazy. 8.5. Okay, cool. Also something that I'll hold on to. It must have been very exciting to get this card or pull this card when it first came out, because these are so much more rare back in the day. Now this is more of a jersey material card. Is not quite run-of-the-mill, but it's also not necessarily a redemption card anymore. But this was most likely a redemption card since it says congratulations on the back. Very cool. Okay, getting to the last two. Oh, here is one of the more special cards that we sent in. This is actually one of my friends. 97-98 Z-Force Super Rave Kobe Z-Up. So this is special because this is a Super Rave, so this is a parallel of this Z-Force card. The Super Rave is the rarer grouping. So there is a regular Rave and then a Super Rave in addition to the base. And the reason why it's special is because it's out of 50. Back in the day, things out of 50 are incredibly rare. I think the Jordan version of this car sells for quite a bit. He pulled this out of a pack when he was a kid, and then he put it into a little plaque and put it on his wall. And then I met him recently and told him that I was collecting cards again, and he just did some research on his own and told me he had this card, and I told him I was sending in cards, so he asked me if I would mind sending it in for him. Pretty amazing that I am holding this card right now. Look how young he looks. 40 out of 50. He definitely did not know the card that he had pulled, especially when he was a kid. But he knows now. Congratulations. Okay, last one. Let's see. Hopefully it's a high grade. 9.5 hollow. Very good. I'm glad we ended on this one. Centering 9.5. It is very difficult to get a 10 of any sort. I don't think we got a single 10, although vast majority of the cards were not, did not have subgrades. I think we sent in 8 for subgrades and 16 without. Okay, so In summary, sorry, kids crying in the back, we'll have to go soon. 9.5 hollow, 9.2, 9.5 swatches, rated rookie Luka, hyper pink optic, Kobe rookie card, probably one of my favorites. Giannis 9.5 autograph jersey, also one of my favorites, SPX. Well, thanks for watching, everyone, and just so that you guys can keep looking at it. We'll post again soon when we get the PSA cards back. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and give us a like. Be safe, everyone.